Good day, fellow observers. Today we're continuing our version 14.1.4 core testing. We are headed to CVS. It is a 59-minute drive, 29 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay, so just an FYI, this is an FSD drive that is on a hurry mode. And I've mentioned that standard felt like the previous version's hurry mode. And now let's see how FSD in hurry mode on version 14 would feel like. Now we are making a left here on stop to 60th Street. Okay, let's see here. Okay, good. Okay, good. I think FSD saw some car, but still far away, so it's now making the turn. But I think on blind spots though, when you use FSD, please keep in mind that you're actually getting a blind spot, because sometimes FSD will keep on advancing and you don't know what the other car is planning to do or what speed it has. So at least if you try to look for those blind spots and kind of gauge if FSD is not seeing it, and then you see the other car is running on a very fast speed, then you'll be able to intervene as necessary. So we have a green light here now. Okay, good. FSD is slowing down a bit because of that driver that went into the pickup truck. To stop here. Okay, now we have a green. Okay, good adjustment here for this turning SUV. Just slowing down its speed. So we are making a right to 68th Street in 0.2 miles. Okay, good slowdown here, but I think FSD is very generous at this point. I felt that it should have gone the how do you say that? FSD shouldn't have paused and just continued adjusting to that SUV on hazard. But what do you guys think? Would you let FSD do that, or will you actually disengage and just drive manually just to continue straight? So we are 0.1 mile away. Okay, there is this van on hazard. Okay, so I think it will just try to double park. Okay. Alright, now good adjustment here. Veering a bit to the left. Now we have to make a right here. Okay, we are making a left. Let's see the threshold of FSD. Okay, it's giving way. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, very nice. Now FSD is advancing here. I am not sure if it can make this green light. Yeah, it can't. So now we are making a right here. We have a green light. Okay, good. stopping here. Okay, let's see. Do we have a window? No, not yet. I think after this SUV, yeah, we should have a window. Okay, good. Alright, good. So shout out to that car that gave way. I think FSD wants to move to the middle lane, and it has room. Okay, good. Okay, now we're moving to the passing lane as well. And we are continuing on here in 0.6 miles. We are making a keep right at the fork towards Grand Central Parkway. Okay, FSD knows that it has to make a lane change, so that's good. And then adjusting to the slowdown here. FSD postponed that lane change. I'm not sure why it turned it on in the first place though. Okay, so I think this is FSD using the keep right at the fork. So it used the turn signal to keep right to exit 42. Make a lane change to the right lane. Okay, can it make a lane change though? I don't think it can. Maybe it can now. Okay, good. So we are moving to the next left lane. Now we are merging to Grand Central Parkway. Okay, good. Now let's see if it will make further lane changes. Okay, good slowdown here. And then FSD plans to move to the next left lane. Okay, good. FSD's cruising here on the current lane and just maintain space, adjusting to that SUV that moved to the passing lane, then moved back here. Okay, FSD just maintains space for that merging SUV. good slow down there briefly just to see what will that SUV do. Okay, good slow down here as well. FSD planned to move to the next right lane because it wanted to pass this white van. So I do think FSD would want to move, yeah. So that's it. Now we continue straight towards Grand Central Parkway. We are now back on the passing lane. Slow down here. Good adjustment, just flowing with the traffic flow. So we are now on the slower side, but still on the passing lane. Okay, so we are now headed to Grand Central Parkway East. As you can see, there is a bit of a traffic here because it's on a weekend and a lot of people are heading to Long Island at this time. Okay, just a travel update. We are 39 minutes away, 20 miles, and we still have a lot of traffic at this time, so this will be fast forwarded unless there's some notable highlights. Okay, so just a travel update. We are 29 minutes away, 16 miles. FSD still is on the passing lane, and we're just cruising at this point on slower speeds. Okay, good slow down here for this merging SUV. navigation. Okay, this car here on the right side is veering a bit to FSD's current lane, but I think it readjusted, so we're good. Now we're passing it. Okay, good slowdown here because of the car ahead slowing down. So we are now moving on a faster pace. We are 15 minutes away, 9.4 miles. Okay, let's see if FSD will move to the new passing lane. Okay, now it plans to do it. Okay, good. FSD moving back to the next right lane. I think it wants to pass this current car, or several cars I should say. Now we're back to the passing lane. Okay, good. Slow down here. Now this current lane will become the middle lane to Northern State Parkway. Okay, so FSD now is planning to move to the passing lane. Okay, good, good, good. To the next right lane, which is actually the middle lane. Okay, FSD is veering to the right because that SUV was on the left was veering to the right as well. So good adjustment there, and then FSD moved here to the right lane. And I feel that FSD is quick on its feet to adjust. Okay, FSD held off this lane change because this car moved to the middle lane, and now we move after that. Okay, good. Now we continue straight after that SUV moving to the right lane. To see how soon FSD will move to the right lane for an exit to Wanta Parkway, exit 33. I see the signs now. Okay, now it found a window. Okay, good. It's fairly quick. Okay, so FSD is choosing the right lane at the moment. Let's see, because I prefer to be on the left lane because this one will terminate. But there were no cars behind, so it doesn't really matter at that point. Now we're moving to the passing lane here. And now we're going back. Speeds here on exit to exit W2E on the right. Okay, we are on stop here. We should be moving. Good. Good acceleration as well. Now we're moving to the left lane. So I do see a green light up ahead. Cross some greens and we're crossing more here. Okay, FSD is planning to move here on the right lane. Okay, good. This green light. Now we are 4 minutes away, 1.1 miles. So we're crossing this green light and then we should be moving to the turn lane. So good decision here. FSD waiting for room ahead. Now it sees that it can have that. Now we're advancing. Now it will have to move to the right lane. I want to see though the case where this one goes red, but maybe we still can make it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because sometimes when that is a red light, FSD will stop on the turn lane, and in version 13 there are times that it will think that it can turn right on red, but there is a clear sign that says no turn on red. So anyway, maybe we'll test that in other cases. Okay, so we have a green light. We are 2 minutes away, 0.8 miles. Okay, good quick lane change there, very nice. Just to pass this SUV, I do think it will move back. And it does. Okay, good. So now we cross the green. Okay, that was a heavy brake. I thought it will try to advance, but it was a heavy brake, but it was smooth though. That was interesting. Okay, now we do have a green. So we're almost there, 1 minute, 0.4 miles. Okay, good slow down here for this turning car. Alright, good. Turn lane here, and I want to see if it will park, because FSD was able to park in other cases for version 14. Okay, good. It did not go there. Very nice. Now let's see if this is going to be spot on. I think it is spot on. Well, not really. Well, I think that's okay. It passed. So now FSD deactivated the trip, and let me just give my takeaways. FSD started on a double park spot. Well, not really double park. It was parked by the driveway. It was able to move out, made a left on stop, but there was that blind spot there. So just an FYI, keep in mind the blind spots when FSD turns, because I don't think FSD actually tries to peek through the windows of a vehicle or do some things that we humans do. So just keep that in mind, because earlier there was an approaching vehicle. It looked like it was fast, but on FSD's turn it slowed down, so that was good, but I was ready to intervene at that point. And then it made a right to Woodside Avenue, and along the way it was able to adjust. It made a right to 68th Street, and on right to 68th, FSD was able to yield to humans and then make a right, and then made a right towards Queens Boulevard and headed for the Brooklyn Queens Expressway. So FSD was able to merge, move to the middle lane, move to the passing lane, and then move back again to the middle lane, and did a postponement on the lane change. But I do think that further down it used the turn signal because it wanted to indicate that it will keep right at the fork. So it went to the keep right at a fork towards Grand Central Parkway. It merged to Grand Central Parkway, made a lane change to the next left lane, and then to the next left lane, and then eventually to the passing lane. FSD stayed on the passing lane for most of the drive. There was a lot of traffic, so that portion is fast forwarded. After that, FSD went towards Northern State Parkway. FSD was able to adjust to merging SUVs and also make necessary lane changes just to get the fastest lane. available at the time. And then also during the drive on Northern State Parkway towards Wanta, FSD was able to adjust on lane changes. There was one lane change that it didn't move to the middle lane right away because there was an SUV on the passing lane. No, actually a car on a passing lane that moved to the middle lane. And then FSD used the exit ramp towards Wanta Parkway after making a lane change to the right lane. FSD initially on exit towards Wanta, it used the right lane. I prefer to be on the left lane because that's the lane that will not terminate. But because there were no cars right behind, it wasn't really a challenge or an issue. And so FSD went straight ahead and then moved to the passing lane. And after passing some vehicles, it moved to the right lane, exited to W2E on the right, made a right on stop to Old Country Road, and went straight, and then made a lane change to the right lane. Well, actually on Old Country Road, it moved to the left lane and then moved to the right lane close to the right turn towards Jerusalem Avenue. Now FSD on right to Jerusalem, it positioned itself on the passing lane and then used the right lane to pass a slower SUV, then move back to the passing lane. And then there was that yellow light close to this destination that FSD was not sure when the light hit yellow. I felt that FSD slowed down for a bit as if trying to think, and then it actually didn't accelerate after that. It actually slowed down on the heavy side, but it was still on the smoother side as well. So that's just what I want to point out. And then we arrived here and was able to find a parking. It was initially trying to make a left here, but because there was a car, an SUV, an oncoming SUV, FSD canceled that and just continued straight and then chose this parking spot. Now overall, I think the drive was smooth and reasonable, and I think there's a lot of things that went into version 14. So I do think that FSD is able to handle well the cases that it encountered, changing lanes. Although FSD 13 is also good in changing lanes, but I feel that for version 14, it's confident and more intentional and doesn't get stuck in specific cases. I think I saw this more on Popeyes and Jollibee tests, but I think for this time, it's really more on the smoother side. But yeah. Now, those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.